we're going to work on this door a little bit. It's very uneven and it's very hard to close. See that? So I thought maybe it's the rubber bushing. So that's just a kind of like what's on the hood of a car. Thread it out to tighten it up, thread it in to loosen it up. Kind of thought that might be what it was because it's making a mark in here on that striker. So let's turn around here just a little bit. Let's turn you around here so you can kind of see what's going on. That's a little better. Still just, the light in here is horrible right now because if it was dark, I could have the top lights on. But where it's sunny, these windows are really causing us some problems, ain't they? But with that, so you can kind of see right here how close it is here and how big the gap is here and see how it turns out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the top two tight and I'm going to loosen the bottom two, and on the hinge bolts right here, and see if we can't twist it down just a hair. And if that don't work, I may take it and kind of loosen everything and close it. Not just loosen, where it still can move a little bit, and close it and get closing good. And then we'll open it real easy and snug one of them down on each side. But not going to loosen them a whole lot. Loosen one of them a whole lot. Enough to get some movement in it. And we want to pull up on it just a touch. Alright, that moved a whole bunch. I probably shouldn't have moved it that much. Look at that. So now it really needs to be down. So what I'm looking at here is the gap, okay? And you can kind of see there, probably wouldn't hurt to see how that twists just a hair. Probably wouldn't hurt to try to fix that. But what is it? It feels tight, like that feels really good though. So now that the door is lined up here, still a touch high. Okay, that's better. Alright, that right there is better. So I'm going to open the door right there. Okay. Snug these back down where they're supposed to be. Both of them. Now we'll give it a good shut and see what happens. Perfect. I mean, it's good. But something's a little tight, okay? So, makes me wonder if possibly the latch needs to go maybe more forward. And if that's not it, then I'm going to have to loosen both of these and adjust the whole door back some. Because it looks like this is as far forward as it'll go. But I can't get in there really to see what it's doing. Looks like it's pushing it up. It is. It's pushing it up. It's pushing it that way. Alright, so let me do a trick here. If I can find some. Yeah, here we go. So, I spent years and years in the body shop. years and years in the body shop. And learned from some of the best body men there is, just to be honest. You know, my teacher was James Buchanan, top notch. Went to work for Kenny and Farrell at Carlos and Sons, top notch. I mean, we're talking, I've worked for some of the best body men a man could ask to work under. Taught me a lot of stuff, okay? Went to work in the paint field. Worked under some of the best paint guys a man could ask for. Worked with some of the best painters a man could ask for. You know, so one thing we're doing here, this comes from a old school trick. One thing we're doing here is we put a piece of tape on that. And what that does is it gives us a fresh striker spot, okay? So when we get up here and we get it lined up where we want it, okay, and we latch it, okay, what that does is that's going to put a heavy mark on that tape at where the striker's hitting. So if it's not hitting real neutral, okay, that means we need to move the striker one way or the other. So we click it, look at it. Alright, so you might not can see it. Let's see if we can zoom in on it here. Okay, so you see the tape, see how it done, look, nothing on the back side here, and as you come around, see there how it got real heavy, real heavy right here, okay? Well, that means that it's real heavy on the back side, so this latch really needs to go, the latch needs to go that way, probably not an eighth of an inch, probably like a 16th. If we could go a 16th, man, that'd probably help us out a bunch. But since the latch is as far forward as it's going to go, we'll see if we can get anything else out of it, so we don't have to move the doors. We will give it a try here. If I can find what I need. Yeah, look here. So, see if that's number 5. Perfect, number 5. I'll do my ratchet. It's in my pocket. So, we're going to see if we can get any more out of it toward the front. Now, it's perfect up and down. It looks good. There's plenty of play. It's about even up and down. My youngin's going up a field some, and I don't like it. Hang on a minute. I'm going to have to readjust him. Okay, here we're back. Yeah. No, I'm just telling you not to. Yeah. I got a little bit out of the front, or out of it. I don't think it's enough to make any difference. Yeah, I don't think it's enough to make any difference. I'm going to tighten it back down. I ain't tightening none of this stuff real super tight until we're done with it. We'll see if it helped any. It helped some, but not much. So I think what I want to do is I think we'll another old body man trick. So here we're going to loosen these bolts back up. Okay, I'm going to loosen these bolts up. I'm going to alternate. Back one on the bottom, front one on the top. Don't have to, but That's just the way they taught me to do it. Okay? Ain't stuff you gotta do. Alright? Now, keep where you're at. What do you want to do? You want to move back 30/2 of an inch, right? If that much. You want to keep your distance the same, so your adjustment is still the same. Okay, your height adjustment is still the same. Now, we may have to do a little height adjustment on it, but what we're trying to do is, when this door's closed, this door needs to be moved back. Okay? So what we're going to do here, alright then, we're going to take a piece of tape. So, okay, well, it needs to be moved back 30/2 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch. So whatever I think, it needs to be just snugged off of this. So we're going to start with just a little bit. I'm going to put the bolt, I'm going to put it against the bolt head. I'm going to back it up what little bit I want it to do. Okay? Right there. That looks pretty close to what I'm wanting, I think. I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom, except for on the bottom one, I'm going to put that piece of tape up against the front bolt. Nope. Needs to go. I'm going to go back, ain't it? Yeah, up against the front bolt. Know what I'm thinking. Okay. Because the front bolt down here is the one that's tight. I know my big old head's in the way. Okay. So now the bolt's touching the tape down here. You might not can see that. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. So, alright. So from here, okay, we're going to loosen that one just a smidge. Okay. I'm going to loosen that in just a smidge. Maybe. Okay. Now, everything moved a little bit, and I seen it. Whoop, dropped my mic. Hopefully that door don't settle. It's another thing. If you drop everything with the tape on there, you can at least go back to where you was at. So now, we're going to go up with the top and down with the bottom. Just a little. Okay. Don't need much. Bottom didn't go none. Okay. Whoop, that's too much on the top. Right there. Oh, my ratchet don't want to change directions. Probably will roll it. Just a touch. Okay. Okay. Now let's see if that helped anything. Made it worse. Look at that. Look at that. I ain't said your name. Look at that. Perfect. It opens easy. Closes easy. What I was looking for is a lot better than it was last time. That's what I was looking for. Perfect here. Perfect here. Gap's just a hair off, but I got to remember, I'm working on side by side, you know. I might can wiggle it, but I think I tightened everything down too tight. But that feels good. Okay, there's no pressure on it. Perfect. And on the thing, it come on around here this time. So that means it's holding more forward. So if I have to get more out of it, I'll take this plate off. Probably ram them screws just a touch to make it work. So, but we are that far along with it. We'll see how this orange holds up, because I mean it is painted plastic. I'd say it's got one layer of clear coat on it, but as far as I'm concerned, we will if I don't like how it works, we'll paint it this winter. So, because I can assure you, we'll put her any color we want her. I like red. I like this orange. Really like this orange. Top of my head's cut off again, ain't it? Now that we're not doing nothing down low. Beautiful. I mean, that's perfect. Don't get no better than that. So I'm going to screw that out a little bit. Take up the wobble in the door. Much better. Okay. So, got the door fixed, got the nets on. I'm going to play with the other door just a little bit and see if maybe there's a bolt loose or something that should be holding it, or something of that nature on the other side. So let's move over there, see what we got going on.